Good morning everyone, welcome to my kitchen. For those of you that haven't been here before, my name is Janice and I'm a Thermomix consultant. For over the last couple of years, I've gained a dress size and it's nudging up to 2 dress sizes. So I am just going to be a bit more careful about what I eat and try and drop a few kilos before I go overseas in July, so that I can still wear all my cute clothes that I've got. So in the past, whenever I've really focused on losing weight, there's a recipe that I've had since, I don't know, must be 30 years old, and it was when I first joined Weight Watchers, and it was just a scrap of paper because I was in Weight Watchers by mail and they mailed it out to me. And I've adapted a little bit, but not too much. I've been going to write it up in the recipe community for a while. And this is my scratchings that I've pulled out of my folder. And I'm going to make it from this today and see if that works. And if it does, I'm going to add this into the recipe community, and I will link that down below. If it's not linked down below, it means I haven't done it. Rightio, so step 1 is to add, now this recipe is one that it was always a points-free recipe, so you could eat as much as you like. So I like it for lunch, and if I'm a bit hungry in the afternoon, to have a few mouthfuls, because it is really yummy. But anyway, so let's start. We're going to add in, I've got 1 onion and 2 cloves of garlic, and we're going to chop. So this is obviously manual cooking, and we're going to chop it for 3 seconds. Now you don't have to set the timer, you can just watch the time go around. Speed 7. Okay, we're going to scrape down the bowl. Oops. Oh, onion's got a bit of bite to it. And now we're going to add in, it says 1 carrot, but I've got 3 that were very manky. So I've trimmed the ends off, I've trimmed all the roots that were growing off them, given them a peel, and they can go in. We've got a zucchini just chopped up, and I need a stick of celery. Hang on. Righto. Okay. And then I usually add a 400 gram can of whole tomatoes, or 400 grams of fresh tomatoes. So what I've got here is some frozen chopped tomatoes that I need to use up. So I'm not going to add them at this stage. I'm going to add them at the next stage because they're already chopped. So it is 2 seconds, speed 5. Well, let's give it 3 seconds. Because we want a bit of chunk to the vegetables. We don't want them pureed. So if you can see, we've still got some nice sized pieces. So at the end of the recipe, you can elect to puree it, or you can just leave it as it is, and I don't puree it. Now we're going to add 2 teaspoons of veggie stock paste. So I'm actually adding beef stock paste. And this is my 2 teaspoon measure. Okay. And I do use the different stock paste interchangeably. We want, I had that little spoon to do the chilli in, but now it's got beef stock paste on it. So dried chilli flakes are optional. So as many as you want, as little as you want. I am going to go about that many. And half a kilo of water, 500 grams of water. So we can go across the scales. Perfect. And now we're going to cook this for 20 minutes. So go back to here, 20 minutes. Oops. Aroma temperature. I'm going to put the simmering basket on top, and then we want the blade in reverse on the slowest speed. Oh, do you know what I haven't done? I didn't add the tomatoes. Now, because the tomatoes are still slightly frozen, they may need, this may need a bit more cooking time. So I don't know how much that weighed. That was just the three containers that needed using up. But I think there's about 150 to 200 grams in each one. So now we'll do that. Slow speed, rightio. I'll be back when that's cooked and we'll give it a taste. Once it gets to the end, then I'll taste it and I'll decide what salt and pepper it needs. But because it's got the stock paste in it, I don't like to add salt until I've tasted it. So, rightio, I'll be back. So I actually ended up giving that another 10 minutes because the onion was still a bit raw tasting. But I think that was just because, it was because the tomatoes were still frozen when I added them in. So I'm gonna add this into here. And it's quite it's a watery soup. It's not a creamy soup. But if you want to, you can blend it up. But I do like the brothy with chunks to chew sort of thing. Now this freezes really well. Well, I quite like how it freezes. Now, I haven't tasted it for salt and pepper. I'm going to add a bit of both. I'm trying to use the very last of this black pepper in here because it's sort of a mix of pepper and salt. Okay. Oops. I didn't warm this thermo server up before I used it. I'm going to have some for lunch today, then the rest I'm going to freeze. I'll leave some in the fridge for tomorrow, but the rest I'm going to freeze. So Let's taste it now. I really like that. It's a nice, I'll just show you. Nice guilt-free lunch with lots of veggies in it for when you're trying to watch your figure. Rightio. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, could you please give it a thumbs up, pop over to my channel and subscribe, and I really hope I'll see you next time.